Well, let's talk about U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who has begun his 4-day official visit to India. He's landed in Kolkata, and he's begun with his participation in multiple events. Currently, that's said to be the pictures that are coming in from the mother house, which is the Missionaries of Charity, where he has been interacting with the people over there. And the pictures that have come in, there are other engagements as well that are lined up, but there is no media interaction that is expected to happen. From there, he is expected now to fly down to the national capital, where meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi will happen, and then a series of engagements that are also lined up for tomorrow when it comes to engagements with Dr. S. Jaishankar, the External Affairs Minister, and of course when it comes to the Quad Foreign Ministers meeting. So let's, in the meantime, when it comes to reactions that has been coming in, Marco Rubio, why his visit is significant, because this is something, there is a lot of stake and there is a lot of importance that has now been attached to Marco Rubio's visit to India. So in the meantime, let's also talk about what Marco Rubio had said while he had talked about work that seems to be done with India, because he has called India to be a great ally and a partner, and saying that we have a lot of good work in them. And of course, when it comes to energy being the key side and the key sector that both sides are expected to focus on. So let's talk about the two sides which are expected to be holding the talks, US and Iran war, the economic impact. That also includes when it comes to energy security, trade, the recent tensions over US imposing steep tariffs on India and the withdrawal. Then Rubio's visit is also expected to serve as a high-level effort to put the partnership back on firmer ground, with both President Trump and Prime Minister Modi seen as personally being invested when it comes to maintaining that momentum in bilateral ties. So as far as his current visit is concerned, the mother house in Kolkata, there is no still media interaction or engagement that is going to take place, but that seems to be a slight change in his plan as well. Later, he's being expected that will be traveling to New Delhi. So about 2 p.m. His engagement with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, that's going to happen. And his visit to the Missionaries of Charities, because these are moments like these that actually remind us of US-India partnership that rests not only on strong policies, but also when it comes to shared values and spirit of selfless service that transcends borders. Let's in the meantime connect with Ridhita. So Ridhita, what are we now looking at as far as his visit at the mother house is now over, and what happened there when the interactions, because there is no media coverage that has been allowed. So if you can tell us what exactly happened there at the mother house.
Well, absolutely. You see that I'm here at the moment standing outside the mother house of the Missionaries of Charity. Remember that the mother house is the headquarters of the Missionaries of Charity, and it was founded by Mother Teresa along with the sisters in the year of 1953. As I read out to you, this is the lines of Mother Teresa, which has also been imprinted here in the walls of the mother house. After this, only from the mother house, he went ahead and he met the orphans here in the Nirmala Shishu house, which is just a 5-minute walk from the mother house. So he, along with his counterpart, had visited Kolkata this early morning. They had reached Kolkata early due their arrival time around 7 p.m. AM was they supposed to reach Kolkata, but in the morning around 6:15 had they reached Kolkata. Only the first visit started from this mother house where Mother Teresa's tomb is inside, and he made his visit here. He made his prayers. And the sisters who spoke 2 times now has also been stating that it has been a very...
Yes. All right. So interactions that continue on part of Marco Rubio there, and a lot of importance that has now been attached to his visit. Because why does it matter? Because it also signals when it comes to India's geopolitical importance, there are also trade tensions that need a lot of repair work and improvement. And of course, energy security is something which is also holding a lot of strategic importance, and the geopolitical recalibration, because these are interesting times what we are now looking at. The conflict that has been underway in West Asia, but it was recently President Trump who visited China. Then it was President Putin who visited China. The Iranian foreign minister was in the national capital here in New Delhi. And of course, when it comes to now the Pakistani field marshal who is said to be in Tehran, where Qatar has also stepped in to mediate and to ease tensions and to build for a long-lasting peace. So let's, in the meantime, Marco Rubio, who has visited the mother house, Ridhita, has been also speaking with the people there involved and who interacted with the U.S. Secretary of State.
The State Secretary of the United States, Marco Rubio, was here in Kolkata, and he paid his visit first to the mother house and then to the missionary here in the Nirmala Children's House. We'll just speak to the sister who the Marco Rubio and his counterpart met. What was their experience and how did they feel totally?
Actually, it was a very homely visit. you know. So, I mean, we felt at home and he felt at home. And it was a joy to have him, especially at Mother's tomb. We were able to pray together. And then we proceeded to the children's home, where, I mean, the children were extraordinarily joyful. We all asked him to, we welcomed him back again, hopefully soon.
All right. So that seems to be the interactions that we are getting for our viewers. Of course, why we have been talking about this is an important time, and especially when it comes to several of the issues. In a span of 1 year, there has been ups and downs when it comes to our relations with the United States. But one thing that has remained consistent is the friendship between President Trump and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So betterment and improvement in ties is something when it comes to President Trump's aide and the closest envoy is now here in India. Let's in the meantime talk about President Trump. Now what is being said has now come close on restarting or resuming military action against Iran. And over the past 6 weeks, despite the fragile ceasefire, according to sources, what we are learning that he appears to be more inclined to move forward with the military action unless the talks produce an unexpected breakthrough. Now, this is a breakthrough which was being expected because there has been a lot of movement and activity that seems to be taking place on the Iranian side. But there have been reports of peace proposals that has been sent across to President Trump, but he was unhappy and had said that this is unacceptable till the time that Iran does not agree to the key terms and conditions. Meanwhile, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, according to reports coming in, that he spoke with the UN chief Antonio Guterres and saying that Washington's excessive demands are actually blocking the peace talks, accusing the US of undermining diplomacy, but also saying that Iran is still engaging in Pakistan-mediated negotiations. And now that Qatar has also come in the picture. So what happens next? You know, there were earlier reports that almost a breakthrough, a peace deal is possible, and it is expected to be signed between the two sides any minute now. But that again seems to be a lot of back